What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Errol the Truth Spence. Errol Spence says, I will beat Canelo's ass after I fight Shawn Porter. I'm going to try and fight Canelo, and I'm going to call Oscar's bluff. This is what Errol Spence Jr. had to say regarding his next possible fight. Now, we've all heard that. I'm going to call Oscar De La Hoya's bluff. What was Oscar's bluff? What did Oscar call? Oscar called and he offered, I think, $20 million for Spence to come up to face Canelo. Now, I'm not against this fight whatsoever, but I am against people that don't handle their business in their own weight class before it's time. Don't get me wrong. I would love to see Canelo beat Spence because that's what will happen. Okay. He's going up there to face the champion, the unified champion, now the quote unquote franchise champion at 160, but still the champion. Okay. Because a lot of people in a lot of people's eyes, like, hey, he dropped that belt rather to become an honorary champion with the WBC. Money talks. I get it. The WBC is doing what they got to do to keep the lights on, I guess, apparently, right? But Spence still has the winner, Thurman, Pacquiao. He could always fight Crawford, which is in his same weight class, champion in his same weight class. But he wants to do what Mikey Garcia failed to do, what Kell Brook failed to do, what Amir Khan failed to do. And he's going to attempt to do that and be unlike them. Now, stylistically, I think Errol Spence, his style with Canelo is just perfect for counters all night. I just see that. However, the kryptonite to Canelo is his stamina. And no one's really pushed him that hard, right? He had to chase and tried to outbox Canelo, Lara, and couldn't really do that. But Lara didn't press him because he's a pure boxer. Pure boxers don't pressure you. Khan was too small and got knocked out. Who else? Danny Jacobs. I don't know why he fought the way he did. I think he could have been the one to attempt that, to check his stamina, to check where he's at. He kind of got gassed in the Trout fight. And Golovkin, for whatever reason, the second fight, I think Canelo did a better job than he did in the first fight. And, you know, those are two close fights. But still, he didn't really test Canelo. But that was probably his closest test with testing his stamina, right? The question is, can Errol Spence be that one to do that? You know, Errol Spence is a vicious body puncher. He is an attacker, you know. I would love to see the fight because this would be definitely a way of testing Spence, because Spence calls out a lot of people. He said he'd stop Golovkin. He says he's going to call Oscar De La Hoya's bluff, and I'm going to get to that in a second. He said a lot of things that he said he'd whoop Terrence Crawford's ass, right? But has he done that? He hasn't. So he says he's going to call Oscar De La Hoya's bluff. Back to that. That means when you call someone's bluff, that means you accept whatever they're offering you. That's what fighters should have been doing. You know, I feel his big brother, Mr. Wilder, should have done that with Joshua and Eddie Hearn in that situation. Called their bluff. So I think if he's saying that, he's making a bold prediction to accept any offer that comes from Oscar De La Hoya, right? Now, Oscar De La Hoya already put his foot in his mouth by saying, hey, I'll offer him $20 million. And of course, Errol Spence, oh, you never take the first offer. But now you're saying to this present day, July 1st, 2019, that you will call his bluff. So that means you'll accept anything that he offers you to fight Canelo. So that fight shouldn't be hard to make. I love the fight. But what I'm saying is a formation in boxing, and I see the same shit over and over again. 3 people that have attempted to move up 2 weight classes to fight fighters they have no business fighting when they have people that they should have been fighting in their own weight class. That's my only problem with it. But, of course, what do people call Errol Spence Jr.? They call him weight bully. They call him overweight. They say he's at 180. In between camps, he blows up. So a lot of people can argue, well, he's just as big as Canelo. He's a half an inch taller than Canelo, right? Longer reach than Canelo. So why not? I think that this would be a very good fight. And I think really, and it's not really the size. I don't think it's the size. Laying out what we know. If Errol Spence walks around at 180, but so does Terrence Crawford. But Errol Spence is a hard puncher. His thing is power and pressure, right? Those are his attributes, and he seems to have a solid chin. So all that will be tested, and we'll see where his power is at 160. We'll see if he can pressure Canelo like he can do these smaller guys. You know what I'm saying? And then, hell, you couldn't put Mikey Garcia down. So, but here's my thing. I think in the Mikey Garcia fight, he was more trying to put on a boxing showcase. Maybe he carried Mikey Garcia. You know what I mean? Maybe. And now if he tried to get him out of there, we have a problem. Because if you're trying to get someone smaller coming from 135 to 147 and you can't get him out of there, what do you think you're going to do to Canelo? What is your punching power? How is it going to react to Canelo? And Canelo's been hit by Golovkin, Floyd, Lara, Cotto, you know what I mean? And all those guys, yeah, Lara and Mayweather gave him fits. But how often have you seen him hurt? He's never been down. So chances are he may be able to take your punches. But that's what we want to see. That's why I want to see this fight. That's why I like what Errol Spence is saying. Because he is that undefeated guy. He is that guy that does have tremendous punching power, especially with body punches. He commits to the body. No one's really tried to attack Canelo's body. We thought Golovkin was going to do that. I don't know what the hell he was headhunting for. He could have been going to the body just like Canelo was. So we'll see what Errol Spence is made out of. So I hope this isn't just blowing smoke. And I hope he's really serious about that. But he still has Shawn Porter problems, don't he? If he beats Shawn Porter. He says when? After I fight Shawn Porter. He should have said after I beat Shawn Porter, I'm going to beat Canelo's ass. Not fight Shawn Porter. Of course you're going to fight him. But we have to first see what he's going to do with Shawn Porter. And I think that fight is not going to be easy like he thinks it's going to be. But anyway, this does look good. You guys tell me what you think about Errol Spence's comments. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.